For centuries, black cats have been blamed for things they never did. Bad luck, witchcraft, death, disaster. But here's the mistake most people still make today. They assume superstition is just an old story, harmless, forgotten, irrelevant. In reality, those beliefs never disappeared. They quietly shaped how black cats are treated, adopted, and even euthanized, right up to the modern world. And once you understand where these myths truly came from, you'll realize the black cat was never the villain. It was the victim. Number 1. Confusing fear with history. The story of black cats didn't begin with bad luck. In fact, it began with reverence. More than 4,000 years ago in ancient Egypt, black cats were considered sacred. They were associated with Bastet, the goddess of protection, fertility, and the home. Killing a cat, especially a black one, was a crime punishable by death. Archaeologists have found black cat statues buried alongside royalty. Families shaved their eyebrows in mourning when a cat died. So how did a sacred animal become a symbol of evil? The shift didn't happen overnight. It happened when fear replaced understanding. As societies changed, spiritual explanations replaced observation, and anything dark, quiet, or difficult to explain became suspicious. Black cats weren't unlucky. They were simply misunderstood in a world afraid of the unknown. And that fear would soon turn deadly. Number 2. The witchcraft myth that never died. By medieval Europe, superstition had become weaponized. Black cats were believed to be familiars, supernatural creatures that served witches. Some thought witches could transform into black cats at night. Others believed the devil himself took feline form. This belief wasn't symbolic. It led to mass killings. During witch hunts, thousands of black cats were burned or slaughtered alongside accused women. Entire populations of cats were wiped out in some regions. Ironically, this had devastating consequences. With fewer cats, rat populations exploded. Rats carried fleas. Fleas carried the Black Death. Some historians believe the persecution of cats may have indirectly worsened plague outbreaks, turning superstition into a public health disaster. Fear didn't protect people. It made them more vulnerable. And yet, the myth survived. Number 3. Assuming modern society moved on. You might think this is ancient history, but black cats today are still paying the price. Animal shelters consistently report that black cats are adopted more slowly, returned more often, less likely to be photographed or noticed online. Some shelters even pause black cat adoptions around Halloween, fearing abuse fueled by lingering superstition. Psychologists point to a concept called implicit bias. People don't consciously believe black cats are evil, but emotionally, something feels off. Dark fur hides facial expressions. Eyes are harder to read. Subtle cues get missed. Our brains fill in the gaps with inherited fear, not because black cats are dangerous, but because our ancestors taught us to be cautious around the dark. Number 4. Ignoring the science behind black fur. Here's the part most people never hear. Black fur isn't just a color. It's genetic armor. Studies suggest that the gene responsible for black fur may be linked to stronger immune responses, greater resistance to certain diseases. Researchers studying feline immunodeficiency virus, 5, found similarities between black cats and humans who show natural resistance to HIV. In other words, the trait once feared as evil may actually be a sign of biological strength. Black cats didn't survive history by accident. They adapted. Number 5. Overlooking their personality advantage. Behaviorists have noticed something fascinating. Black cats are often described as calm, affectionate, socially adaptable, not because of magic, but because temperament and survival are connected. Cats that were less aggressive and more observant were more likely to survive persecution. Over generations, those traits remained. What people once called mysterious was actually emotional intelligence. Black cats learn to watch before acting, to trust selectively, to stay close to warmth and safety. Traits that make them incredible companions today. Number 6. Believing superstition is harmless. The most dangerous myth is thinking myths don't matter. Superstitions shape choices. Choices shape outcomes. Even today, black cats stay longer in shelters, are adopted last, and euthanized more often than lighter-colored cats, all because of stories passed down through fear. But here's the truth. No superstition can erase. Black cats don't bring bad luck. They survived humanity's darkest fears. And if history teaches us anything, it's that what we fear most often deserves understanding, not blame. The next time a black cat crosses your path, remember this. It's not an omen, it's a survivor. A living reminder of how easily fear becomes tradition, and how powerful knowledge can be when we choose to see clearly. Sometimes, the darkest figure in the room isn't the one hiding secrets. It's the one quietly waiting to be understood.